Hey, people. Today, we're going to talk about something that's near and dear to all of us. It's interesting, it's complex, a lot of subsets to this particular thing. But I was asked to speak on this subject by a dear friend of mine back east. So, we're going to get started. Oh, by the way, Texas Tim couldn't make it today because he's totally worn out with the dueling billionaire babies. So he's taking the day off. Now back to the subject matter. We're going to be talking about marriage counseling, or what I like to refer to it as is demarriage counseling. And what are the options? I mean, you have dating, you have marriage, you have pay to play, celibacy, obviously infidelity, because that's rampant in a lot of marriages or a lot of relationships. So let's just try to dig into that a little bit, get behind the scenes on that. I don't consider myself a true expert, but I have been through the marriage syndrome several times and have failed at it several times. So I think that I at least have the right to speak to that subject matter. Where do we start? I think we start at the kinds of relationships people believe to be out there and to talk about the complexity of it. And then I'll give you one solution that to me offers great potential to the troubled. So we have dating. Dating is complicated. Personally, I can only date one person at a time. Others play that field game and date with numerous partners and so forth. It's a little bit too complicated and exhausting for me, so I don't go there. And then you have celibacy, which isn't really a lot of fun for anybody, but there are people who go through periods of celibacy or are forced into it from the outside world. Then there's pay to play, another complex kind of circumstance. Pay to play could be anything from hookers to what it costs you to date, or even to fund a marriage, or to just get out of any of those relationships. So they're very, very costly circumstances. So pay to play is involved in at least 3 or 4 of the leading kinds of relationships that are out there. So in that regard, my biggest complaint is, you can't fucking win. Nobody's ever happy. Nobody can stay happy. Nobody can survive those relationships without building up some walls, barriers. What do they call that? Coping techniques. And that's a whole fucking business. I mean, just creating a level of coping techniques to be in a relationship means to me, it's not really that great a relationship. It should at least feel like it's flowing a little bit more comfortably. And that being said, again, the subject is complex because there's love, there's disruptions, there's everyday life, there's tragedies in life, there's caring, there's love, there's empathy, fulfillment, fun. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And to really, and forget about the statistics, right? Most people end up divorced. Most divorces end up becoming miserable events for the entire family. And then there's separation, sleeping in different bedrooms. It comes in all degrees, all disguises. But it's certainly not fucking easy. And when some of these things start to rear their ugly head, sometimes people stay together out of simplicity because of financial considerations. because they have children, because they don't have children. So, that 30 to 50 age category it's totally ridiculous, the amount of divorces. And yet, during COVID, the 50 to 70 crowd was all over divorce because they found out that they couldn't stand each other being home together. So it's really a complex topic. And as a result of all my discussions within my own somewhat feeble brain and discussing this with friends and enemies, there seems to me to be kind of a compromise that might be valuable for others to consider. That being the 5+5 plan. And it's designed to be married for 5 years. And then you have 2 additional 5-year options that the parties can elect. But after 15 years, that's it. You would need a special consideration to stay married beyond that. And throughout that period of time, you will experience all the great things about being with somebody and being married, and a lot of the miserable things and difficult things that families and individuals go through and couples go through. And you have a simple way out. That's what the contract says, baby. So I'd like to get everybody's feedback on that one. And I thank my friend Gary for giving me the idea of bringing up the subject matter. And again, it's complex. There are a lot of things to be considered. But I would like to hear from all of you about the difficulties, the compromise, the wanting a good relationship. What exactly is a healthy relationship? Can you even end a healthy relationship? And certainly, what do we do about the negative relationships? And I really would urge anyone in one of those poor circumstances to get the hell out. There's no benefit of staying. There's no reason for staying. If it's lousy, it's lousy. Move on. Don't ever remarry anybody. Don't go backwards. The goal I think in life is avoid stupidity, and number 2, move forward. Always move forward. There's no going back. The remarriage option is ridiculous to me. And I don't know if that's a total life lie or, something other outside influence came about to influence that. But I could honestly say going backwards is not an option. Also, in addition to that, you have to consider the in-depth animosity, frustration, and loneliness of being in a shitty relationship. And that comes in all sizes, all shapes, all colors, and all degrees. But if you're smart, you can consider most of these factors up front by using the 5+5 plan. And it's simple, it's easy, it's direct, it's well communicated, and there's no reason to get to a point of great animosity or great difficulty because you have a simple contractual way out. So please get back to me with all of your thoughts, considerations, complaints, what you're angry about in your relationship, what you're angry about with me. But I'm urging all of you to go to my website, watch my podcast, respond, let me know what you're thinking, and at some point in the future, we will readdress this subject and hopefully make some progress for all you miserable people out there and all you people that want to couple up, don't want to couple up, have coupled up. It ain't easy, man. So let's try to think of how to pursue the future in a somewhat more practical and transparent way. So I thank you. That's just a short topic for today, and a little bit of housekeeping here. We will be going back and addressing the greatest grifter and thought leaders versus thoughtless leaders. They're both dangerous. Thank you.